All right, family. Black power is the truth hour. With General Sara Seti, kick back, get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. That's right, y'all. KingSeti.com, ring the alarm, 15% off at this time. That's right. We moving in the Black Month, November, Black November. You see what I'm saying? In December and January, we black every month. You see, we ain't waiting on Black Friday. We black every Friday. Black Friday, Saturday, goddamn Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. We all that. You see what I'm saying? KingSeti.com. We got the classic and Jurassic DVD lectures. That's right. We got new ones popping up. We got the t-shirts and hoodies, and it's about that time. Get them hoodies. That's right. It's cold out there. African and Kemetic jewelry for the family. We got the necklace, medallions. We got finger rings. We got earrings. We got everything that you want, family. Holistic tonics and remedies. We got that black elderberry and honey tonic. We got the soursop turmeric. We got the natural men tonic. Extra strong, too. You understand what I'm saying? Come on, get with me. We get you together, family. You understand? KingSeti.com. Also, we got the home decor accessories for the living room, dining room, kitchen. Got you. For the family trying to transform their African home to the African temple that they always wanted. KingSeti.com. And that's right, class is not in session. Seti University is over 800. Powerful. GeneralSeti.com, Seti University. If you talking about black power and you ain't in that university, I don't know what you're doing. Okay? I don't know. That ain't black power, that's whack power. You see what I'm saying? You got to get on in there right now. 2 raw for YouTube. It's about 900 going on 1,000. 2 raw for YouTube. That's all of them. You understand what I'm saying? Freemasonry exposed. Black woman is God. Egypt ruled the earth. Nubia, mother of Egypt. From Naga to Nigga, Olmec voyages of the Nile, cult science debates, all world religions, video, radio interviews, highlights from 50 cities, civilization, ancient civilization and mythology, black power, politics, and economics. The complete General Sara Seti website. Class is not in session. GeneralSeti.com. That's right. And of course, we keep it popping on Patreon. Just dropped a heavy one on Patreon, the Astro Occult Origins of the War in Heaven. You see? And you get caught up in the biblical, but you don't get caught up in the astro cosmological. You see, you don't understand the sciences of the stars and of the galaxy as our ancestors have shown us, because you would know orientation and you would know your place in the universe and on this planet, which you don't know because you don't know their story. And you ain't been here long enough to do the calculations for yourself. So you most definitely, let me drop that in there so y'all can see, the flyer for that. Let me drop it on in there. And then I'm going to get on top of these, we're going to get on top of these Negroes. That's right. Oh, that's the wrong one. That's not the one. That's for GeneralSeti.com. Let me get that one right there. That's right. Astro Occult Origins of the War in Heaven. Patreon, General Sara Seti. We be putting in some heavy work. Heavy work. Patreon, General Sara Seti. Exclusive live streams. Too hot to handle on YouTube. That was a extension to the celestial architecture of ancient Egypt. You feel me? Powerful. And so we putting it together. And so make sure that you subscribe to all my YouTube channels. General Seti, King Seti, Sara Seti. Rock that notification bell. Get a videos a thumbs up. Like it because you love it. Share it with your family and friends. And comment. Tell me how you feel. Just don't be disrespectful. Because I will ban your ass. Okay? I don't want to do it. So don't be disrespectful. Don't you do it. All right, family. Now, we're going to get, it's so much controversy going on out there. You know, it's so much controversy going on out there. You got you still got you got old Kanye still out there looking silly. You still got Kanye out there looking silly. Now you got old Kyrie Irving. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying, want to say nothing bad about the brother, because he just might not know. But what's up, Atai? I'm going to call you. I seen where you called me, black man. I'm going to get with you tomorrow. That's a fact. You see, we see old Kyrie. We see old silly Kanye. You see? And so you seeing that these Hebrew niggas is trying to they trying to capitalize off these two foolish niggas. You know what I'm saying? Because they can't get no farther than, the Hebrew Israelites. And that just, a lot of people, them be some of the first, Negroes that they run into. You know what I'm saying? They might see them out there on the, and making a ruckus out there on the corner and shit. You know what I'm saying? And so people, and plus a lot of people come up out the Bible. They don't want to leave out the Bible. They don't want to leave out the Bible. So they find another way to stay on in it. You see? And so they niggify everything. And yes, it is some references, to black people. Okay? There is some references to black people. Yes, genocide. Yeah, they speak of, and just like I say, when you trying to trap a goddamn, animal and shit, they tell you, you know what I'm saying? They give you the poison, then they tell you to wrap it around something sweet. You understand what I'm saying? And go on and throw it out there, and the sweet gonna bring him to the poison. And so that's what it is. It's a book, got some sweetness in it, and that's what niggas go, well, God, it says that, Egypt is a profound nation, and, they find it, but goddamn, what about the damn verses when it says that he gonna destroy Egypt, gonna destroy Ethiopia, that the Assyrians will carry the Egyptians off into captivity, and that the Ethiopians will be naked, carried off into captivity, destroying the nations. Don't want to look at that. Don't want to look at that. And so when I started, studying, I say, well, and so the thing is, you gonna go in there, you gonna have to divide yourself. You're gonna have to divide yourself. And so, and you're gonna have to say, oh, I'm a Hebrew Israelite, but I'm not an African. Because the Africans are the cursed tribe. Wait a minute, let me go and get some information up here. Ain't no sense of, playing with this. Let's go and get something up here. Matter of fact. Now, the thing is, because we talking about, this this Semitic thing, and you know what I'm saying? We talking this Semitic thing, and and we you know what? The thing is, we don't want to give nothing to the Cro-Magnon. That's all it is to it. And so, is ways, but you got to be a masterful teacher to do that. You can't just go in there and take everything for face value. I see people's out there and they see where I bring up some, some occult information in the Bible. I seen one guy, because I talked about the exiled African goddess that was in Christianity. That didn't mean I legitimized Christianity, fool. I was just showing you, because in the Trinity, it says the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. And I'm just showing you that the woman was there, fool. I'm not saying or legitimizing Christianity. Goddamn, man, grow up, man. It's quit coming into class, nigga, 20 minutes late and missing that first 15 goddamn minutes. See, that's what happened when you keep missing. You see what I'm saying? You know, people say I'm late. I'm not late. I'm on goddamn time. I'm in here trying to put these goddamn diagrams together and shit. And I don't want to rush because I want to give you all the information. You understand? Proper. You know, I don't rush, goddamn it, like everybody else and give you, you understand, 2% of the information. I'll put this shit together. And so when I come in here, I'm ready to shoot. You understand what I'm saying? I'm ready for war at that time. You see? And so we got Kyrie. They on his head because he put up from Hebrews to Negro. You see what I'm saying? And you know, and so they said that was anti-Semitic. You know, and the question is I'm bringing up, you know, because we got to understand who you know, who's controlling the information. You know, where you can anybody that's against you is Semitic. They don't even do that shit as in Christianity. You see what I'm saying? You got denominations, you know what I'm saying? You got the Catholic denomination, you got the Protestant denomination, you got all these different denominations, and really nobody can get the up, even though the Catholics swear that they, you know, the superior church. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody got his place. And if the Protestants say something, because there's been an argument going on with the Protestants and the Catholics for a very long time, but there's really no area where the Catholic can say that the Protestant is anti-Christian and that they can control the whole Christian narrative like that. See, the white Jew he's controlling the whole narrative. You understand what I'm saying? And so if you not quote unquote, you know, Semitic in their eyes, then, you know, you're not Semitic. You see? And if you say they're not Semitic, you're anti-Semitic for saying that. You can't even say they're not Semitic. That's anti-Semitic. And most people, you know, and not gonna get down into the book. And like I say, when I say get off into the book, see, when I fight wars, you understand, I could do a lot of things with that book. You see, you're not me. You see, if I just wanted to be just go in and just flame, you know, and I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm very crafty. And so I don't have to go in there, you know, because I can achieve, you know, I can achieve my victories without doing that. You see what I'm saying? And still claim the victory. It depends on who I'm arguing with. Now, if I'm arguing against, you know, a Cro-Magnon so-called Jew, then I can use it to my advantage. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just jumping on him and I want to jump on him. I can go in there and show some things. And see, that's what people don't understand about, you know, when they talk about the Torah or they talk about the Old Testament. See, they spoke too soon. You know what I'm saying? Even though they were formulating, and they did formulate it, but they was taken from African. They did take from some African scrolls and shit to formulate it and shit. It don't make it right, but they did. And so, you know, they wish they had not done that because they couldn't envision that in 2020 that you would have African scholars that would gobble that information up and use it against them. So when you start talking about the Torah, that's not the holy book for white Jews. Okay, let's be clear about that. The holy book for white Jews is the Talmud, period. Okay, the Talmud. And so, you know, and see, they don't bring that shit to me because you talking about anti-Semitic and you sitting up here got all this racist shit in the Talmud. You understand? Against Gentile, against blacks. You understand what I'm saying? You know, certain whites. You know, they don't hold no quarter. If you're not a quote unquote Jew in the Talmud, you less than human. And that's how they talk about, you know, less than human, goyim and shit. You see, soulless, don't even have a soul. You understand? Referring to African people in the book as strange creatures and shit. You know what I'm saying? And we have to understand this. And so I bring it up. And so you can't back down from that. You cannot back down from them. And so when you go and you got to understand when, and so, Kanye, he didn't know what the fuck he was talking. He didn't heard some things, but he not putting that shit and formulating that shit right. He not formulating it right. No, he didn't formulate it right because people act like he know what he was talking about, and he didn't know what he was talking about. Because if he saw himself as a Jew, which we not, but for the sake of argument, I'm saying this for the sake of argument, that the people of the land, which, you say was inhabited by the Jews, are African people. Okay? You see what I'm saying? And so no matter what they say, they don't have no genetic inheritance to any of that area. You see, that's not even the land. These is Caucasians. You see what I'm saying? And I say that over and over. You can see some of these, especially when you talk about the Ashkenazi, that's German. That's German. That's what it means. German Jew. That's what it is. Okay? Now, let me go on here and show, exactly, and we use the Torah to back that up. See, we don't have to, we'll say about the, if I want to jump on the Hebrew Israelite, that's not a problem. That's not a problem at all. You know what I'm saying? They can tell you, they don't want to come my way, period. Straight up. Where's Japheth? Where's Japheth? Okay, that's Japheth. Right there. You see right down in there, you see the bloodline. We talk about the three sons of Noah. You talking about Ham, you talking about Shem, and you talking about Japheth. And you see, Japheth, you see one of his sons is Ashkenaz. Okay, and so the one thing about the Ashkenaz and Japheth in the book, he has no inheritance to anything in Israel or anything. And so you can say if you want to beat up on the Hebrew, you could go in another area to do that. You know what I'm saying? But when you won with the Cro-Magnon, then you go and you got another a playbook that you use. You see what I'm saying? You got another playbook which you use. And so you see right here now when you dealing with Shem, you know what I'm saying? We know all of these is mythological characters. And the crazy shit about that, there are many white Jews that speak that most of them stories is mythological. They speak it themselves and say that is mythological. Okay? And so they could never say what we're saying is anti-Semitic when they got their own people that's writing and writing books, when they discuss the Exodus and so on and so forth, they know that shit is a goddamn a mythology. And the question becomes, if the stories is mythology, then you understand that you have no legitimate claim to the land, because the claim is based on God giving a covenant to Abraham, and so if you dismiss the characters and you dismiss all the stories surrounding the characters, that dismiss your legitimacy to the land, period. You don't have no legitimate birthright or ownership to the land. And so really that's what it boils down to. You see what I'm saying? And that's why they're not going to sit up here, because they're not coming up off the land is what they saying. Okay? They over there bombing them goddamn Palestinians every goddamn day. Do you think they coming up off the land? And people don't know that they over there, they just done passed the edict in the UN where they telling Israel that they got to come up off their nuclear weapons. You see what I'm saying? Is the UN being anti-Semitic? See, so they don't think you know shit. That's what it boiled down to. So when they go in here, yes, it's some when you start talking about Cush, you know what I'm saying? When you start talking about Cush, it says in Psalm 68:31, it says, nobles shall come up out of Egypt. Cush shall hasten to stretch out her hands to God. You see, now the thing is, I could have put in there where the old raggedy rabbi from Israel, the chief Sephardic rabbi in Israel, where he referred to the brother as Cushy and called him a monkey. Okay? Called him a monkey. He's still in his seat. They ain't tried to remove him. You know why? Because his spokesman in his office told them that you can try to get on him, but it's backed up in the Talmud. What is you gonna get on him for? And you know goddamn well you can go right to your shelf and pull down that Talmud, and you got all that racist shit in that damn Talmud. Let's deal with this shit, man. And you know what? And that's where they should have cracked their head. And then, they getting up there and putting, when you go in there, yeah, but go in there, Talmud. Ain't nobody telling them niggas that. You know what I'm saying? Go in there, Talmud. Where Kanye? Tell him to listen to this goddamn General Seti video. Go get you a Babylonian Talmud and get with me, and I'll give you all the references in there where they doing all type of perverted shit and it's quoted. Listen to me. Not only get that Babylonian Talmud, get that Jewish encyclopedia too. They official Jewish because when what they do is if one of they rabbis got a particular interpretation where they'll say, well, that's not the whole the whole view of Judaism. That's his particular interpretation. But when you get that Jewish encyclopedia, what it takes from a large percentage of rabbi to get that definition in an encyclopedia. It got to be the dominant understanding of what it means. And so you could get that Jewish encyclopedia and they got that racist shit, demonic shit right there where they messing with babies and shit and giving validations on how they can mess with babies and shit and this, that, and the third. Come on, man. Let's talk about this. You see, let's talk about this. Even they even got Jews online that discussing the shit in the book. You understand what I'm saying? And so there's been a lot of trying to interpret it out and re-edit it, and you know what I'm saying? So it ain't as harsh as what it is. Okay, but it's very, very clear that they say that blacks are soulless. You understand what I'm saying? They say, if goddamn it, that it's against the words of God. It's against the laws of God to release a slave. So they saying that they could never release us up out of our position. It's against God's will to release a slave. Do you understand that? You see? And so that's where they're not going. If you're going to go to war with them, you got to go in that Talmud and put it up to the world. You see what I'm saying? Put that Talmud up to the world and show the world all the racist shit that they got in it towards black people, towards Gentiles, anybody that's not a Jew. Put it up there so you can see it. And let's debate who racist. You see, they get away with that shit always screaming anti-Semitic. You understand what I'm saying? And you got all this racist shit in your book. You understand what I'm saying? You got all this racist shit in your book. Don't nobody want to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to deal with that. But General Seti gonna deal with it. And it said right there, and it says, and let me get some more. Now listen to this one. Amos now once you understand it, because he called the brother Cushy, the little, the rabbi, the Sephardic chief rabbi, the chief, not the little one, the chief. Okay, that's in his office that has not been removed. You understand? He been saying some more crazy shit, talking about the kids don't need to have no math and science. All they need is the Talmud and the Torah and the Talmud. That's all they need. You understand? They don't even need no math or no science. Okay? Amos 9:7 say, "Are you not like the Cushites to me, O people of Israel, declares the Lord. Did I not bring up Israel from the land of Egypt, and the Philistines from Caphtor, and the Syrians from Kir? Are you not like the Cushites to me, O people of Israel? Now, that's a very good goddamn question that we need to ask all these people out here. You understand what I'm saying? That's talking this Semitic. You see? So, this is it for me. This is to show that there was a strong similarity. You understand? Between the Cushites and the Israelites, according to the book. Now, we ain't got to get into whether, but we just gonna take that right there. Because you say we the Cushites. Okay, we'll be that for this battle. Let's be that, y'all. Let's be, as it says, the peoples of Israel. Now, if the people of Israel are like the Cushites unto the Lord, and then I look at this Ashkenaz, and see, the thing is, what we have to understand, where General Seti makes clear that I don't see no other scholars out there bringing up. You understand? They don't bring this up, but I bring it up. That Cush is Sudan. I go straight up the middle. You see what I'm saying? So when you're talking about Cush, you're talking about Sudan. I could back that up, and that's in their literature too. I don't bring nothing up that they don't back up in their own literature. You see what I'm saying? So when you talk about Cush, this coming right up out the biblical encyclopedia. You see what I'm saying? Where the Ethiopia, where it say, okay, Ethiopia, and this is just from the same, you see right there, the Hebrew, you see it says Cush. You got the Hebrew letters right there, the word Cush, country of burnt faces, lying to the south of Egypt, corresponding to what is now called the Sudan. Okay? So it's the Sudan. And so I put this brother up here. This is a brother from Sudan. This is a brother from Sudan. This is a brother from Sudan. And he's so black. You understand what I'm saying? And black is beautiful. All shades of black is beautiful. But if it says, wait a minute. If it says, are you not like the Cushites? It's like, say, are you not like the Sudanese to me, O people of Israel? And so if I look at this brother right here, and this the Cush, this the Sudan, then I look over at the Ashkenaz, I say, man, what the hell is going on? Something is wrong here. Something is wrong here. This is intelligence. You understand what I'm saying? Now, like I say, for us, out there that know greater, we don't have to play the same, playbook on every battle. We can use the book to get where we need to go. You understand what I'm saying? The old Hebrew Israelite know, because that really cut into him too when he said that the Africans don't have any inheritance, which is a goddamn lie, because they thinking we don't know the book. And I wish any one of them motherfuckers would bring that shit to me. You understand what I'm saying? So I can tighten their ass up. See, the thing is, it's a cult. It's hidden. They cannot get away from their African foremothers and forefathers that they stole that science from. And so they hide it in there. You see what I'm saying? They hide it in there. So for even the Hebrews, and they got that fake ass goddamn chart up there. And then they got, and one, two of the African tribes that was merged into the sons of Jacob was Ephraim and Manasseh. You understand what I'm saying? Manasseh, Ephraim and Manasseh, whose mother was a Cushite, was a Hamitic woman. You see what I'm saying? And so how in the hell, and you got the guy for Ephraim, they got some goddamn Puerto Ricans or some goddamn Dominicans up there. And they mama was a Cushite, a Hamitic woman based on the book. You niggas don't know that book. You a bunch of goddamn liars. So matter of fact, I'm jumping on both of you. I was going to give you a break. Now I can't give you no break. I wasn't going to give you no break. I was just going to focus on the on Japheth. You understand what I'm saying? I was going to focus on the Ashkenaz. But then I get over here, and these niggas want to give a seat that's supposedly African to somebody that ain't even got no goddamn lineage. Ain't no goddamn Puerto Ricans and no Mexicans got no lineage over in no damn Africa, nigga. His mama was an African woman. Ephraim and Manasseh. which are the two tribes, and they don't talk about that. You see what I'm saying? They don't talk about that. Wait a minute, let me go on and get that up there. I don't want to play no games. I don't want to play no games today. I don't want to play no games. Wait a minute. Where's that? In this one right here, Isaiah 19. But I'm gonna get back. I'm gonna find Ephraim and their mama, who was But this one right here, let me get back to that. Whom Isaiah 19:25, whom the Lord of hosts has blessed, saying, blessed be Egypt my people, and Assyria the work of my hands, and Israel my inheritance. Okay? Egypt, the land, and see, the key about this, and this is why they mad. And this is why the Cro-Magnon Jew don't use, the Ashkenazi Jew don't use the Torah. He uses the Talmud. That's their holy book. The Talmud takes precedence over the Torah. You see what I'm saying? Blessed be Egypt, my people. Wait a minute. Let me break this shit down, family. Where is it? Where is it at? And then it says in Matthew 2:15, it says, and talking about old Jesus, saying, and as a child, and he remained there until the death of Herod. This was to fulfill what the Lord has spoken by the prophet. Out of Egypt I have called my son. Out of blackness I have called my son. How the hell you and they saying that the Africans ain't got no, the Hebrew Israelite and the Cro-Magnon Jew. Talking about the African and you gonna hide something that don't look like you gonna hide in Africa? How the hell you gonna hide in Africa? You understand what I'm saying? At a time where it was being ruled by the Cro-Magnon anyway. So I mean, if they all he had to do was call over to Egypt to the Ptolemies, or well, let me see, what was that? Zero. Well, no, the Ptolemies wasn't in power. It was the Romans in power at that time. You see when I'm in Egypt. So it wasn't like he had a black administration that would have hit him. It was still a white, so he was running. But the fact was, it was so many black people in Egypt that looked just like him that he could hide in Egypt. The hell you gonna run in and Moses passed as the Pharaoh's grandson, and you gonna sit up here and talk about the Hermetics, which is the African, talking about they ain't got no place in the book, you lying ass nigga, and then give a seat to all these foreigners. And my tongue almost got ahead of me because I'll rip a hole in you no good niggas. You understand what I'm saying? Let me slow down, y'all. Let me take some tea. Let me get some tea, y'all. Let me slow down. Let me slow down on them. Out there on the corner with them niggas got satin underoos on. Niggas got satin and silk underoos on out there with goddamn them old school goddamn bandanas and shit back in the day. You understand what I'm saying? When you know what I'm saying, they was out there break dancing and shit. You know what I'm saying? I got you niggas. Got you too. And he remained there until the death of Herod. Okay, wait a minute. Let me show some things. And then when we talk about when Moses supposedly saved them women at the well, and they were being harassed by some traders that was in the desert, and they father asked them, they like, why y'all home so early? And you know what I'm saying? And they said an Egyptian delivered us out of the hand of the shepherds and even drew water for us and watered the flock. Said a shepherd. An Egyptian. Now, if he looked at like anything other than that, why would they say an Egyptian saved us? You see, he had to look like the Egyptians. And see, that's where, and it wasn't because he had on, because I had this one picture, man, I wish I could find it. Oh my God, I wish I could find it. Because a lot of times they're going to want to say, yeah, well, maybe he had on, the clothing of an Egyptian, and they just figured that he was from Egypt. And so they say the Egyptian. No, that ain't got nothing to do. Man, wait a minute. Where is, you know what? I'm going to look for it. I ain't gonna let them get away this time. I'm gonna look for it right now, goddamn it. Move. Wait a minute. Let me see if I can find that. Wait a minute. Don't go nowhere. There you go, right there. There you go. Wait a minute. Let me get it. I'm gonna throw this in your face. You understand what I'm saying? Wait a minute. And these are some crazy looking motherfuckers too. Wait a here you go, right here. Here you go. Oh shit. Look at this shit, man. You see? Now I'm gonna show you that it wasn't because he had on no goddamn he had on Egyptian uniform. He had to look like him to live. If the Pharaoh was killing Hebrew children, you understand what I'm saying? And he gonna raise one in his house as his own grandson. Is you kidding me? If he didn't look like him, how in the hell, you understand what I'm saying? That would have been the biggest embarrassment of ever. That's he didn't put out an edict to murder all Egyptian children and then raise one in his own house as his grandson. So if the woman saw Moses and say an Egyptian delivered, let me put this up on it. So I don't want y'all to think, oh well, because they might say, well, he had on the clothing of an Egyptian, so they just called him an Egyptian. If you seen that goddamn change just because he got on a hat, you understand what I'm saying, in a hoodie, a jersey, is that a nigga or is that a China man? I want y'all to look at it. Is that would you mistakenly say a nigga? You understand what I'm saying? It saved me from the goddamn whale, or would you say a China man? You can't miss the fact that he's Chinese. So you would never mistake somebody for being another race based on the fact of wearing clothes. Okay, so let's dismiss that. And so when they say Moses was an Egyptian because he looked just like an Egyptian, you see what I'm saying? Which means that he was black, period. Because that's what they say in their Talmud. That's what they say. Even when I got this right here from out the Talmud. It's from, it's a 16th century Yiddish, Hebrew, Latin, German dictionary. Okay? Eliah Levitas, 16th century Yiddish, Hebrew, Latin, German dictionary contains a list of nations, including the word Cushite or Cushy, translated to Latin as Ethiops or into German as Moor. That's what it says. And so that again, for all them motherfuckers say more don't mean black. Yes, it do. Yes, it do. You understand what I'm saying? And I did. And you know what? I found this later on because remember I had the video out about Naga and more. You understand what I'm saying? And here I find this later on that is right up, is right in exact. The frequency is right in exact. So you have to understand that this is coming out of Hebrew dictionary. When I showed you the other one, that's a Christian dictionary. I didn't bring you nothing, so people would say, oh, y'all brought your own books. So we see that Cushy is Ethops, which means burnt face. Okay, which means burnt face. And so it says that when it talks about the Cushites, what did it say? What did it say? Let me get back where I was. It's down here. Here you go. Here you go. Are you not like the Cushites to me, O people of Israel? Now, either you're saying spiritually or you're speaking in a physical phenotypical sense. Okay? Either or. You understand what I'm saying? Either you talking in a spiritual sense or you're talking both. You see what I'm saying? Or you're talking both. Okay? And so that right there shows me, and it says in Zephaniah 3:10, from beyond the rivers of Cush, My worshipers, the daughter of my dispersed ones, shall bring my offering. It says from beyond the rivers of Sudan. From beyond the United, it didn't say nothing about, Ukraine. It didn't say nothing about Poland. It didn't say nothing about Romania or Germany or Russia or none of that. It says Cush, the land of the black man. You see? And so they know that this is in there. Do you understand what I'm saying? So on the sense that the Ashkenaz, which he's an Ashkenazi Jew, you understand what I'm saying? He's the dominant is the Ashkenaz, and we've proven. And so when we talk about the Hamitic, okay, when we talk about the Hamitic in the Bible, of course, like I say, just for the sake of this battle here, we'll hold the neck. I've already dismantled it in other videos, so I don't have to go over this. But at this, when you start talking about the Hamitic, you're talking about the Cush, you have to understand that Nimrod, Nimrod, who founded Mesopotamia, founded Assyria, Babylon. You understand? All of that area was founded by Nimrod. And I use Sudanese because I like that, because that clears up a lot of shit for me. You understand what I'm saying? You talking about Mesopotamia come out of Sudan, okay? Out of Sudan, that the Sudan was the father of Mesopotamia, Nubia, you see? And so so that's very clear, because why is that? You see, because Abraham, who is the father of the so-called, who God made the covenant with, was from Ur Chaldea. Wait a minute. Let me work. Where that at? Where that Nimrod at, man? It's probably somewhere I can't even find it. It's probably somewhere where I can't even find it. Straight up. Wait a minute. Here goes some Nimrod up here. No, that ain't Nimrod. That right there is, but I wanted that one where it talk about Abraham. I want that one where it talk about Abraham, Chaldea. And so I might not be able to find it in all of this. Where it called it says that Chaldea was also the land of Nimrod. That right there, Cush for let me see. And this is another one that's very key. This is Psalm 71, where it says, which he sang to the Lord concerning the words of Cush, a Benjaminite. Okay, Benjaminite was one of the 12 tribes. You see what I'm saying? So right there, it show you, and Benjamin was the brother of Joseph. Okay, he was the brother of Joseph by the same mother. So, him. And so when you talk about Ephraim, you talk about Manasseh, you talk about Benjamin, you see that they all come up out of the Cush bloodline. You see what I'm saying? They all come up out of the Cush bloodline, according to the book. Okay, so we see right there that Cush, and so you see that when we talk about Shem and you talk about Ham, you got to understand in the book that they intertwined so long that truly that those were one people. Anybody in their right mind, and plus they was family from jump. You understand what I'm saying? They were family from jump. Okay, they were family from jump. So you see right there that the words of Cush are Benjaminite, which is one of the 12 tribes. So what the hell is they talking about? Cushy, you just called this. Now you don't want us to be cushy. You'll make up something else. Oh, well, and that's what them Hebrew, not the Negroes. Well, goddamn it, they didn't create the Negro until goddamn near the 17th century. So how in the hell you taking a fucking word, Negro, and putting it down in a book that's supposed to be thousands of years old? and you taking the word Negro and you supplanting it in a damn book that's supposed to be happening. And so, yeah, we know it ain't the Negro. And we know it ain't you neither. Ain't no such thing as a Negro as far as I'm concerned in that sense. That's some goddamn Spanish or, you understand, word that they use for black, and the Spanish don't even count. You don't even count. Them motherfuckers came on the scene and fell quicker than they was on, in 100 or 200 years, and they wasn't nothing but a goddamn third world country for the rest of the time. So who in the hell gonna count them? They don't count. They don't count. You see what I'm saying? They don't count. So we don't use words from our enemy to, especially, on the strength of you. We're ancient people. You see, we're ancient people. We don't start in no 17th century. So when you use the term Negro, you a 16th century, 17th century nigga. You see? Wait, let me see if I can find. Is this it? Well, no, this deals with all, and it says Cush, and I like to use Sudan, where it says Father Nimrod. Okay? And it said the beginning of his kingdom was Babel, Erech, Akkad, Calneh, in the land of the Shinar. From that land, he went into Assyria. That's even northern. You understand? Northern Mesopotamia. So all of that land that you see up in there, up into what they call, what mountains is there? All of that belong to Africa. You see? All of it. The mountains in them, they came from behind the mountains. What's the name of them mountains, man? It'll come to me. It'll come to me. And so if you look up there and you see that map, everything beyond that is the mountains. You see what I'm saying? Everything beyond that is the mountains. And so, again, let me see. Anything else I want to throw in there? And that's another one that hurt. Because Joseph, it said, through Judah became strong among his brothers, and a chief came from him, yet the birthright belonged to Joseph. You see, which his two sons was by the African woman. And so that's why, and they don't talk about that. You see, even though we understand that it's a cult, we have to understand that. But in it, you got to crack the egg so you can see that, man, even when you talk about the Ark of the Covenant, y'all got to understand the Ark of the Covenant was first with Ephraim. Joshua came out of Ephraim. The leader of the Israelites after Moses was Joshua. He was an Ephraimite. That means that he came out of the African bloodline. And it was the tribe of Ephraim that held the Ark of Covenant first over all of them. But that's a cult. You got to understand that the ones that had the connection to Egypt was the leaders. Shit, look at it. Look at it for what it is. You understand? We know they're mythological, but look at it, because you got to peel this motherfucker. You can't just take the surface. This is this is an occult, astrological, cosmological, occult book. You see what I'm saying? You got to be masterful to peel it back. We know what it is, but from a surface level, we can still show that that the African most definitely had the dominant role in the book. Okay? Even Ishmael. This is Ishmael. When you talk about the son, the first son, and see, the thing is, you got to understand, because once you understand that occult shit, see, now they make such an emphasis. They make such an emphasis on the rights of the first son. The right of the firstborn. But why is it that right was usurped all throughout the book? Not one of the firstborns ever got the right to rule after the father. You understand what I'm saying? It's always a usurp of the first, because Ishmael was the firstborn. You see? But because his mama was African, you understand what I'm saying? He got to be usurped. Now, what it says, which destroys the Arab, talking about that Abraham and Ishmael went down to Mecca and built the Kaaba and shit and this, that, and the third in the Bible. Clearly, Genesis. Let me take that out of there so y'all can see it. Let me take that on up out of there. If you're gonna have class, nigga. Go in there and show them something. You know what I'm saying? It say Genesis 21:20. He said, now this dealing with Ishmael. Say he lived in the. Now understand that Ishmael's mother was Egyptian. She was Cushite. She was Hamitic. Matter of fact, it would be. Let me. You know what? But I'm gonna read this one first. He lived in the wilderness of Paran, which was right outside of Egypt, and his mother took a wife for him from the land of Egypt. So he went back into his mother's bloodline. So that was another. So that was from the bloodline of Abraham. You see, that was from the bloodline of Abraham. Okay, but that's Ishmael that went right back up into the African blood. You see, his mama got him a wife from Egypt. You see? And see, that's how the Arab get caught up, because he want to be Semitic and he want to steal the Egyptian history. So he Hamitic and he Semitic. He don't know which one he want to be. You understand what I'm saying? And so we got to clean him up because he ain't neither. You understand what I'm saying? He don't know which one he want to be. But we're going to clean him up because he ain't neither. We're going to get him all the way up out of there. Because that was, even though this is a mythology, that was long before he got there, because the Arab didn't come into Egypt until around 711 AD, I believe. He came into Egypt. You see what I'm saying? So this was long before he got there, so don't even try. Don't play that. Get on up out of here with that. You see, let me move down. I got a couple more and I'm going to move on because I got one more video. I want to talk about what happened. I want to talk about what happened to the brother and Amigos. Oh, hang on. And so we could clean this up, and then, you know what? I'm coming black tomorrow. I'm gonna come black tomorrow, family. I ain't done. It's time to get on them. It's hot out here. You see what I'm saying? It's hot out here. And so this coming out the Talmuds, okay? The Talmuds, this is a biblical encyclopedia dictionary. Matter of fact, this motherfucker is 1832. So this is an old book right here. This motherfucker, 1832. You see, and it says right there, ham. Cham, burnt, swarthy, black. Coming right on up out the Cro-Magnon. You understand? He father of Cush, who was also burnt, swarthy, and black. And so if Ham, see, that's critical, and I'm gonna leave, and I'm gonna come back, and I'm gonna hit on this, and then I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come black tomorrow, family, and clean and continue to clean them up. It's not a problem. Now that we understand that according to biblical and a Judaic, it means ham, cham, this is where you get kim and cham and burnt, swarthy, black. Now we got to go back up here now. We got to go back up here because Egypt is called the land of Ham. See? You got to understand that. Psalms 106:22, it says, wondrous works in the land of Ham and awesome deeds by the Red Sea. Okay? They perform, in Psalm 105:27, they perform his signs among them and miracles in the land of Ham, in the land of black, in the land of swarthy. Yeah, we on to something now. Okay, where's the other one at? Oh, all the way at the bottom. Can y'all see? Let me see how I'm looking out there. Can y'all see that one way at the bottom? Yeah, y'all can see. Good. All the way at the bottom. It says Psalm 105:23. Then Israel came into Egypt. Jacob sojourned in the land of Ham. Okay, then you was there. You come in with 70 people, and you stayed there for over 400 years. You mean to tell me, and the black seed is the dominant seed on the planet, and you come in 70? If you was anything anything other than black, when your ass left about, you mean to tell me that them Hermetics not one time got with none of their women over 400 years? Man, y'all better quit playing out there, man. Y'all better quit playing out there. You see, quit playing out. And see, this is what's critical. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's why it, right here. So you understand that Cush, Egypt, all that. And the thing is, I had the where they you know, in the Talmud. See, the thing is about the Talmud, they say that Egypt is black. I had it right on up out of when I was doing. I had it the other day. I don't know where I put it. Because I was one. It was a video where the brother even went up into the Jewish bookstore with the encyclopedias, and you know, and the guy literally took him in there and showed him. And so it was, you know, it was it said what Dr. Ben said, you know, in the curse of that I have been putting up, but it had a little extra. It had a little extra on the end. It had a little extra on the end where it says that those people, the Hermetics, populated the hottest parts. It said 3 nations. It said Cush, Egypt, even India. See, that was key. You see what I'm saying? And so in the Talmud, it said the Hermetics populated Cush, Egypt, and India. In the Talmud. That is critical. You see what I'm saying? And so I'm going to end on this one. And I'm going to come back. Because we're going to have this tomorrow. Bring them to me. Don't listen. Bring them to me. Don't waste your time. This right here, I'm just letting y'all know. I just freestyle. You understand what I'm saying? When I really want to get strategic, you understand what I'm saying? And I put that GPS on them missiles, and they go right where I go right where I want them to go. Boom, 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 boom. You understand what I'm saying? It's a wrap. They do not bring it to me. And so this is what I want to say. And remember, I'm saying this. I'm telling you, it is anti-Semitic for the white Jew to say blacks don't have inheritance in that land, in that book. Okay? Now, it ain't what you think it is. Like I say, if you above this, then you understand where I'm going. I don't have to come that route. And I understand. I hope you understand me when I say that. We have inheritance in the book. Okay? You got to understand, when you understand that this is a social, political war, you fight on that. Don't fuck that. Fighting on that plane and win and make your justification. It is anti-Semitic for white Jews to say blacks are not Semitic. That's anti-Semitic. That's an anti-Semitic remark based on the documentation. That's anti-Semitic. And you got to call them on that. You have to call them on that. And see, that's why they write in. I'm going to tell you. That's why when you go to the definition, and that's with them Hebrews, they act like they put that shit in there. If y'all go get that book, that video where I did on how the Germans created history and all of that in Germany and how they design the science and the history today based off of the formula that came out of Germany. And you look at, and they was the ones that put that in there. You understand? Not the Negroes. So they'll say Ham, the father of all the dark races, not the Negroes. It was the Germans that, and them niggas walk around every day and act like Moses put it in there or something. Nigga, the Germans put that in there. The Germans put that and not the Negro. And they sit up there and parrot that shit every goddamn day as if it come out of some holy scripture. Nigga, get out of here. Y'all niggas is dusty. Dusties. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm going to deal with them when they ready for me to deal with them. Okay? And so that's why they put it in there, because they said too much. They said too much. You see what I'm saying? They said too much. And so they're going to put in there, not the Negroes, because they knew that they had already said that those was lands of our people and this, that, and the third. So they have to make up another curse for us. You understand what I'm saying? They got to make up another curse for us. I don't know, Canaan, we ain't the, they separating Canaan from Egypt, and that's ridiculous, man. They just so racist. And they quick to call somebody anti-something, and they just create more curses to block people from their inheritance, they rightful inheritance, genetic inheritance. You understand what I'm saying? From their own ancestors. So, family, I'm up out of here. I want to thank y'all for being here today. Call the general, man. Call the general. Don't call no motherfucking body else. I am that I am. That motherfucker, what did he say? And Moses say, who art thou, nigga? I am. That's what God told that nigga Moses. He said, motherfucker, I am. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to say no more, nigga. I am. That's what God told him, nigga. Call the general. Let me deal with him. Please. Because I can do it. It's not a problem for me. There's no way to win. Okay? Love you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for having the time to spend with the general. Just the general saying, hey, arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. Black power.